Hi guys, it's me just saying hello, and yeah, so everyone's been saying, how many times have you heard people say, this is weird, isn't it? This is really weird, this thing. Everyone's, it is weird, and I'm okay with that because I guess I'm weird too. But there you go. What do I want to say? I want to say I hope you're not feeling too alone because you're not. You're not alone. Um, and there's lots of reasons why I say that. First of all, even if you're in isolation, which I hope you are, I hope you're not out there on the streets getting into trouble and being arrested. I saw a bunch of youths, and they were being apprehended by police only yesterday because they just wanted to hang out. So it's very dangerous. But there you go. You know that you're sensible. And if you are in isolation, well, because you're in isolation, it's possible that you'll feel lonely. But it's also quite possible to be lonely when you're in a crowded room of people who you don't necessarily feel at home with. So I hope that you feel okay around your family and whoever you've got around you. But most important thing is that you've got God. Obviously, I'm going to say that. That's my job, isn't it? But I mean it. I mean it 100%. I've got my cat as well, by the way, and my wife, obviously. And I think you might want to see him. Come over. Ruthie, come here. He'll come and join us. He does what he wants, because that's what cats do. They do what they want. You can't tell them what to do, really. You can't train a cat. I mean, you can kind of train a cat, but not really. You love them. That's what happens with cats. You love them, and then they might come to you. It's a bit like us and God, really. He could tell us what to do, and he does. He tells us what's right and what's wrong, but it's really hard for us to do it right, isn't it? But because he loves us, we want to do what is right. I wasn't planning on saying that, but it's a good message anyway. This is weird, isn't it? No, not really. It's very normal because you're of a generation where you communicate via video, and that's quite normal. And something I've got used to do is FaceTiming. I even FaceTime my dad. My dad is nearly 80, and he likes doing all that. He loves it. People, old people getting into WhatsApp as well. I've got a next door neighbour who's 75 or something. She just keeps on sending me videos via WhatsApp. She just can't help herself. So that's good. Anyway, at least she feels like she's connecting, and she is connecting, and some of the videos are very funny. In fact, I might even show you one or two. No, we haven't really got time. Listen, what I want to say is, right, you're not alone, and one of the things that God is known as... Oh, Rufus is biting me now. He wants to play. I'm going to pick him up. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look. Here he is. You little monkey. So one of the things that God calls himself in the Bible, or one of the things he's known as in the Old Testament, is a counsellor. And counsellor as in, someone who listens to you, someone who gives you advice, someone who is, just a really important, friend. I mean, a friend can be a counsellor, but a professional counsellor is somebody who just, gives you that time to talk and to listen and to guide. And in Psalm 32, it says, go on, off you go. In Psalm 32, it says, I will watch over you and I will counsel you. And years ago, I was in a position, I was really lonely, okay? I was actually on holiday in Portugal, but I'd split up with this girl, and I was, this was many, many years ago, long before I met Joe, and Oh, he's going to knock the light over now. And I split up with this girl, and I was just desperate for someone to talk to about it. And you know, it wasn't like I had, you know, this was so long ago, we didn't have video messaging and so on. I mean, I suppose I could have phoned up my, you know, the guy who was really sort of like most helpful counsellor to me. But I didn't, because, you know, long distance phone calls in those days were expensive. Anyway, this was before aeroplanes and everything. It took me so long to get there. But joking, right? And it said in Psalm 32, I thought, wow, this is amazing. God says, I will counsel you and I will watch over you and I will teach you where to go and how to, where you should go. And and it says, do not be like the animals. It says, do not be like the animals that will not go unless you put a bit or bridle in their mouth. I mean, you couldn't do that with Rufus. I mean, like, I pick him up and I chuck him out the bedroom sometimes, but you know, or I chuck him outside, you know. But you know, that's what God says is you've got a mind, and I will speak to you. I will teach you where you should go and what you should do. And this is just so brilliant for you to hear, because actually, you know, life has just gone completely well, weird. It's gone a bit crazy recently, hasn't it? Don't knock the light over. Life's just gone crazy, okay, but God's plans for you, they haven't changed. He still loves you. He's still got great plans for you. And you don't need to worry. Oh, do you know what? Read Psalm 32. Will you do that? Read Psalm 32. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, all right, Rufus. All right. Okay, saying you've gone on for too long now. All right. I better stop, hadn't I? All right. Listen, we're going to get things sorted on the St Barnabas website. Keep coming back and check out, you know, the videos that will go onto the YouTube, the new YouTube page that we've just set up, and there'll be other stuff from the other youth leaders if I can persuade them to do something. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Eh? All right, yeah, okay. See you later.